50% of all fatalities are motorcycle-related accidents. For a vehicle with such inherent vulnerabilities, we have to treat motorcycles very differently with cars. Hence the reason why the government has been very apprehensive and very hesitant in giving their blessing for this type of vehicle. And rightly so, because the government has to have public safety at its core. Angkas has had a very colorful history with government.
We were shut down twice. Our office was raided by the LTFRB and we got a Supreme Court decision to shut us down as well. Of course, that was very disappointing and a little bit scary, but then we knew that what we were doing was right and it's really something that's needed and we were doing it in the right way that we could be very proud of and we could stand behind, especially with our safety record. We've been able to maintain a very strong safety record of 99.997%. In the entire country, there are 18 million motorcycles versus 3 million cars. In the long run, if more people adopt ride-sharing and ride-hailing, you'll see less cars and less bikes on the road.
We have a pilot, and I think the pilot is a very good example of a non-infrastructure policy measure that the government has implemented that works. The extension is meant to give us a little bit more time so that we can pass the necessary laws so that this can be enjoyed by everybody nationwide. I am glad that we're not alone in the fight to establish motorcycle taxis in the Philippines.
Competition is inevitable. For us, our main goal is to ensure that we're able to put in the high standards that we have in place for everyone.
All this traffic is not necessarily unsolvable, but a booming economy is going to end up having sort of these constant waves of traffic.
In reference to the future of mobility, every single city that is progressing will have to accommodate or mitigate for congestion. Some cities do it better than others. Small, agile vehicles like motorcycles will always have a place in every developing city. Mass transportation is always going to be the most efficient, it's always going to be the best, but it's also costly and also time-consuming. We're like an interim technology. While the government still has to develop infrastructure, still develop mass transportation hubs, motorcycle taxis can become a feeder system.
Ang pag-solve sa traffic congestion, hindi kaya ng isang solusyon lang yan eh. It has to employ a basket of solutions.
It is a gigantic problem. It might be difficult, but there are still ways to do it. If government will address the problem and the general public would also exert fullest cooperation and support.
So infrastructure, ginagawa ng DOTR yan. Yung traffic management in Metro Manila is being managed by MMDA, and also traffic education.
Kailangan ho natin magbago culturally yung ating mga ugali bilang Pilipino sa usapin po ng pagsunod sa simpleng batas trapiko. Kailangan po natin ng mga sasakyan, kailangan maayos ho ang public transport. At ginagawa na ho yun ng gobyerno ngayon. Meron na ho tayong MRT-7, Skyway Stage 3, NLEX S-LEX Connector. At yun lang ho, medyo mag-aantay lang po talaga tayo at konting pasensya pa.
We really have to sacrifice as a nation. Siguro, kultura kasi ng Pilipino na kapag ka nakaluwag-luwag sa buhay, ang unang kaagad na bibilhin ay sasakyan. Why? Because there is no efficient public transportation. You solve those two. Change the culture of the Filipinos through efficient, modernized, convenient mass transportation. Kapag ka nasolve natin yan, I think meron tayong pag-asa.
Traffic and congestion is not a Metro Manila issue. It'll be an issue in every city that is developing, that is progressing. It doesn't matter how much money you have, how rich you are, traffic is a plague to everybody. It's also a problem that will be solved by everyone.